Last week, after going off the air, King Kong Bundy in a rage assaulted multiple Fire Pro Wrestling officials backstage and as a result has been suspended indefinitely. Welcome to another exciting edition of Championship Wrestling. These matches are sanctioned and supervised by the Steam Workshop Alliance, courtesy of Fire Pro Wrestling World and the Carlzilla Mod Pack. I am Benoit, and we're kicking things off this week with ladies action, as Rockin, a former WWF Ladies Champion, is going up against the Toxic Spider, Thekla. Thekla made her debut on Mother's Day in a triangle match against, cover here by Rockin early on. She made her debut in a triangles match on Mother's Day and losing to Jade Cargill. And, who else? Stephanie Vaquer. See, my old man memory is not what it used to be. Anyway, Thekla was not pinned or submitted in that match, so despite losing the match, she technically has not actually been defeated here. And so now she wants to rack up those wins. She's going up against Rockin' Robin in the opening contest. Oh! Look at how she just grips onto Rockin' Robin. Give Robin credit for having the strength to even be able to hold her up. She latches on like a spider. Guess it makes sense. Now, I did say Rockin' Robin was a former WWF Women's Champion. I believe she was the last champion before they retired the title and then brought it back during the New Generation in 1993. Thekla was AEW. Was she the TBS champion or the AEW? I think she was the AEW World Women's Champion. I don't fully remember, because I don't really watch AEW anymore. I think I've said this before. I don't watch a lot of modern wrestling, which is something I probably should try to get back into. Like, I haven't watched WWE for a long time. AEW is just kind of hard to get into, and I don't have the free time to really watch New Japan like I used to. Like, I used to watch a lot of those Road 2 shows. Spinning back kick there by Thekla. Nice suplex takes Rockin' Robin to tumble like a rock, or roll like a rock outside of the ring. But she's back in quickly and eats a soul butt. The spinning back kick to the gut, which has dropped her like a bad habit. Oh, Thekla is making quick work of Rockin' Robin. Whip reversal. Robin comes back with a dropkick, though. Do not count this lady out. Curb stop. Now you might want to count her out. 1, 2, 3. A decisive win for the Toxic Spider, Thekla. Up next, we definitely have a clash of styles as the Birdman Koko Ware crossbody early on is going up against Lord Steven Regal. Steven Regal, of course, a multiple-time WCW World Television Champion and former King of the Ring in WWE, former Intercontinental Champion, former European Champion, former Tag Team Champion. Koko Ware is no stranger to tag teams, as he was briefly in a tag team with Rocket Owen Hart. Nice backdrop there. Koko Ware joined the World Wrestling Federation back in, 86? Maybe 87. I don't remember when he came from Continental. But right now he is taking a beating. Floats over, though, because he still has that speed. Lateral press. near fall. Steven Regal still works behind the scenes as far as I'm aware for WWE, whereas Koko's been retired for quite a long time. Oh, we got what a stretch there. Trying to stretch the leg. Trying to lock down Koko, because Koko is a quick one. Enziguri kick right to the back of the head. Don't let Koko's speed fool you, though. He is a very strong man. He especially likes to pick people up for that Ghost Buster, his version of the Brain Buster.
1, 2.
Perhaps he should have went for the cover right away and not celebrate with the cartwheel. Maybe he would have got a quick victory. He likes to goof off, as you see here. Very lighthearted. That might explain why he is a fan favorite in Fire Pro. Regal, more of a ground and pound. Also very technically savvy. Grew up in Blackpool. Grew up specifically with that World of Sport style. Highly technical style. Very British. But he can get down and dirty when the need arises. Clothesline, double underhook, up and over. Belly to belly. Oh, not used to seeing Regal go up top. But when he comes down with pinpoint precision. Regal stretch, center of the ring. Koko has nowhere to go. But the man refuses to give up. Give him credit. Ghostbuster, that's what I'm talking about. Who you going to call when you get dropped on your head? Nobody, because you're probably dead, unless you're Lord Steven Regal. Who waited for Regal to turn around before clotheslining him. Up. Wanted to go for a cover, but Regal was way too close to the ropes. Diving clothesline. Thought he might go for that stretch again. Regal is just toying with Koko. I don't know if that's a good idea. Inverted atomic drop there and the cover.
1, 2.
Nice hip lock to a hip toss. You know, when you get the right leverage. Okay, there he goes again. Rolling him over multiple times.
2.
As if he's making a burrito there. Double underhook. Butterfly suplex with authority. Regal once again going up top. Don't know if this is a good idea.
1, 2.
Koko with a diving axe handle. Too tired, though, to make the cover. Regal might have used the last of his endurance there to go for that drop kick, which he missed. Once again, goes under both elbows. And just hoists Koko up. Koko knows if he does not take the ride, he might break his arms. Exploder suplex. Another hip toss there. What is Regal doing?
1, 2, 3.
Well, who am I to question Lord Steven Regal? Because apparently rolling over Koko enough was enough to get him the victory. That's a strange way to win, but hey, a win's a win in Fire Pro Wrestling. We got some junior heavyweight action coming up next as Too Sexy Brian Christopher makes his debut here in Fire Pro against the legendary Gran Hamada. Now, despite junior heavyweights, we do not have a junior heavyweight championship. We only have a heavyweight championship for the men as of right now. However, starting next week, we will have a tournament to determine the inaugural SWA Tag Team Champions. That tournament will be comprised of 8 first-round matches, all taking place here on Championship Wrestling to come to a conclusion. Oh, this match might come to a conclusion. All to come to a conclusion on August 21st. That's Friday, August 21st. We will have the 8 teams that survive the first round going at it to determine the inaugural SWA Tag Team Champions. Cover there, but Brian kicks out. Brian Christopher, known highly in the Memphis territory as he is the son of Jerry the King Lawler, despite the fact that Jerry Lawler does not want to admit that's his son. You may know Brian Christopher more, though, as Too Sexy. Grand Master Sexy, perhaps, but he is not Grand Sexy here. Grand Sexy. Sounds like Grand Funk Railroad. Sounds like a 70s rock name. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I think I'm losing my mind right now. Anyway, SWA Tag Team Championship starts next week here. We're going to have 2 matches on Championship Wrestling. 16 teams competing for the honor of becoming the first SWA Tag Team Champion. Oh! Beautiful Liger bomb there. Sit down power bomb. Not enough to keep Gran Hamada down, though. Gran Hamada doesn't exactly have the best record here in Fire Pro, but hey. Oh, power bomb again, Brian Christopher. That's the second time he gave Hamada a power bomb. I'm sure Hamada would love to get a win here, as would Brian Christopher, what with it being his debut in Fire Pro, especially to get a victory over a legend such as Gran Hamada. Goes for that submission again, double underhook. Back body drop, leg is hooked.
2.
Nice power slam by the former WWF Tag Team Champion, former Unified World Heavyweight Champion there in Memphis. Brian Christopher wanted to become the inaugural WWF Light Heavyweight Champion when they brought that title back in late '97. Though he lost to its winner in the finals, Taka Michinoku. Perhaps one day we'll see Taka here in Fire Pro. Taka actually is in Fire Pro Wrestling World, I believe, as a member of Suzuki-gun. Brian Christopher going up for that Tennessee Jam, that guillotine leg drop. Leg is hooked.
2.
And Brian Christopher is successful in his Fire Pro debut. Give it up for Too Sexy. Third generation superstar Rocky Maivia is going one-on-one with Drew McIntyre. These guys both big dudes. Solid 6'5", 270-plus pounds. That's a powerful side headlock right there. Drew McIntyre, known as the Scottish Psychopath. Ooh, doesn't care who he hurts on his way to victory. Hey, man, that's a man with his eyes on the prize. And, of course, Rocky Maivia, multiple-time World Wrestling Federation champion. 2-time Intercontinental champion. I think 3-time tag team champion. Michinoku driver. We were just talking about Michinoku earlier in the Brian Christopher match. Taka Michinoku, the first WWF Light Heavyweight Champion after they brought back that title, as that title was mainly used in Mexico and Japan back in the day. Leg is hooked.
2.
Got to see how this blue chipper Rocky Maivia is going to do here in Fire Pro, because despite being a multiple-time World Wrestling Federation champion, that doesn't really mean much here in Fire Pro. Samoan drop. Everybody starts at the bottom and has to work their way up. just as did Stone Cold Steve Austin. Nice neck breaker. Stone Cold won the Valentine's Day Battle Royal, which led to him being in the match against Kurt Angle, who won the Gold Rush tournament in March. It was those two men who determined the SWA champion. Stone Cold went over. And now we got Bill Goldberg, who won the America's Cup, who is going to end up challenging Stone Cold. It's just a matter of time. Also, of course, the ladies division is heating up. We have Gail Kim now, new SWA Women's Champion. DDT. Oh, beautiful float over, kip up. Maivia goes for the pin, almost gets a 3 count there. But instead he gets a deadlift, sit-down power bomb. I told you, these guys are big and strong. Massive men. McIntyre kips up now himself. Anything you can do, I can do better. And he just tosses Maivia outside of the ring like yesterday's garbage. Air raid crash, that's going to hurt. Those mats are not to protect the edits. Those mats are to protect the ground. The floor here of the arena. Rock bottom to the outside. Maivia might win this match via countout if Drew cannot make it back in. Oh, Maivia says get back in, and McIntyre does with the quickness. Gotta be quick. You only have to a count of 10. Maivia sends... Oh, McIntyre off the rope, spine buster. And the cover. Not exactly the people's elbow, but an elbow nonetheless almost got the victory. Swinging neck breaker. And the cover.
1, 2, 3.
Surprisingly, it's enough. One has to think that that Uranagi, that one-arm front slam, that rock bottom on the outside was enough to weaken Drew McIntyre to get pinned right there. Shaka win up for Rocky Maivia. Superfly Jimmy Snuka going up against Baron Corbin here this week on Championship Wrestling. Both men just clubbing one another, rights and lefts. Corbin goes for the first technical maneuver there with a vertical suplex, but Snuka gets right back up. This is the man who not only can take punishment, but can also dish it out. Some might say inside the ring, he's a killer. Got a reversal there. Baron Corbin. I do remember him from a brief moment when I had the WWE Network and watched NXT. I did have access to the network. I didn't pay for it. Somebody else gave me their password for it. And I used it just to watch NXT because I wanted to see the up-and-comers. And at that time, I know Baron Corbin was, I think, new to the roster. He seemed kind of impressive. Oh, that chokeslam was impressive. End of days. GG.
1, 2.
No. Snuka kicked out of that. I told you Snuka's tough. Snuka's not going to go down without a fight. Oh, a big boot might do it, though. And a clothesline. Every time Snuka gets up, Corbin puts him back down. But now Corbin's down to the mat after a vertical suplex. And another one. Nope. Brainbuster instead. Northern clothesline there. Northern lariat right in the back of the head. Oh. Snuka might want to go outside. No, he decides not to. Oh, yeah, never mind. He does. Oh, what a flying cross body to the outside. Corbin caught all of that. Snuka has the crowd behind him. He is a favorite. He wasn't always a favorite. He was a heel back in the WWF. Challenged Bob Backlund for the WWF Heavyweight Championship. I believe he was actually, was he managed by Captain Lou Albano? Oh! Superfly splash. And I'm sure a number of managers here in Fire Pro would love to be able to, wait, match is over. Superfly getting ahead of himself there. The match is over. You win. You can stop the violence. Woo! We got the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, going up against Hacksaw Jim Duggan. These two men have definitely been across from one another in the ring before. But right now, they're across from one another in the ring here in Fire Pro. Ric Flair, of course, made his debut in February in that big battle royal as he won the 1992 Royal Rumble, and as did Jim Duggan. Jim Duggan was the first ever WWF Royal Rumble winner back in 1988, back before it was a pay-per-view, back when it was just a special on the USA Network. What a big slam there. The strength of Hacksaw. Now, despite both these men having won Royal Rumbles, Ric Flair has had far more success in professional wrestling than Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hell, arguably, some might say Ric Flair is the greatest professional wrestler of all time. Though at this moment, it is Jim Duggan firmly in control of the bout. Ooh. Nice snapmare. Flair actually did have quite an impressive performance in that big battle royal back on Valentine's Day. Made multiple eliminations. Flair eliminated 3 men and almost got eliminated from this match right there. Near fall by Duggan. Duggan now sent to the corner. You know, Ric Flair wants to get himself a piece of Stone Cold and that heavyweight champion, but who doesn't, you know? If you are a wrestler here in Fire Pro, you want to be a champion. Whether that's the women's champion like Gail Kim, the heavyweight champion like Stone Cold Steve Austin, or the inaugural tag team champion, as the SWA Tag Team Championship tournament will begin next week. July 25th, figure 4. Is Duggan going to give up? He does not call uncle. Running power slam. You know, Hacksaw is doing it for Old Glory. Big shoulder tackle, but Flair kicks out. Hacksaw surprisingly does not have his 2x4 here with him. What is Flair doing? Uh-oh. Flair went to the top rope, wanted to hit that cross body, as that's what he used to defeat Harley Race for the NWA World Heavyweight Champion over 40 years ago. Duggan, head full of steam. Beautiful lariat. Leg is hooked. Not enough to keep the former, what, 16, 17, 18-time World Heavyweight Champion down? I mean, depends on how many you want to count. It's just the NWA Heavyweight Championship changed hands multiple times, though not officially recognized by the governing body. Near fall there for Duggan. Oh, big knee drop. Duggan again from that three-point stance. Shoulder block on Flair in the center of the ring. And now, bam, drops him right on his head with that pile driver. Duggan trying to give as much as he can to the Nature Boy. Up. Figure 4 again. Ric Flair known for that figure 4, a master of it. Discus forearm there. by Hacksaw. And the knee drop. Flair going to drop a knee of his own? Yes, he does. Going to do it again. Trying to show up the old Hacksaw. Inverted atomic drop. Hacksaw knows enough to get Flair away from the ropes before he does anything. Third time he hit that shoulder tackle.
1, 2.
Not enough. Backbreaker. Up. Took a second to think about what his next move was going to be. Duggan must be wondering what he has to do to put down the Nature Boy, and I can tell you right there, any man that gets hit in the junk and does not fall down is a tougher man than I. Flair read again. Flair sent to the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 count in the corner. Flair has taken a beating, but considering how long he's able to go, cover, it's got to be hit. Looks like Flair's ready to take more of a beating. That is if Duggan does not submit to the figure 4 right here.
Give up.
Oh, that would make me submit. Just stop hitting me in the balls, man. God damn. Funny how every nut shot sounds like a bell ringing too in this. Dug into the corner. Oh, Flair's going to try it again. Goes up top, gets taken down. Duggan charges in. Is he going to do it again? Nope, does not decide to charge that Flair in the corner. Instead, he's going to give some clubbing blows to the back. Followed by another clothesline. Duggan too tired. But he gets his wits about him and charges in with another lariat. Flair back up quickly, though. One, two, three, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan gets a victory over Ric Flair, and that's going to be all for this week's edition of Championship Wrestling. I am Benoit, telling you to remember the SWA Tag Team Championship Tournament starts next week, so keep on simming.